Hey YouTubers, I've got another video review for you here. This is the Mazzer Mini electronic doserless type B burr grinder. Well, that was a mouthful. Yes, this is the Mazzer Mini. It is the electronic version. It is a doserless, which meaning it does not have the dosing chamber on it. This is just a chute on the front. And it is the Type B, meaning it has the controls on the top. I really like this version over the Type A. The Type A does not have any controls on the top. This is either a single or a double shot, or this guy here, if you just push it and hold it, it will dose out and dispense until you let go of the button. There's also controls on the front. Each one of these are to adjust your single or double shot, and you up or down depending on how full you want your portafilter. The electronic Type A version does not have the controls on top, and what it does is it just has a button here where the screw would be, and you push it with your portafilter and it dispenses. I tend to like the top one better. It keeps my hands just freer to do other things. I like the controls on top. It's just a convenience thing for me. I think it looks nicer. This is the black model. I actually like the black model over, say, the complete stainless one. This black's a little bit easier to keep clean, and black and stainless go pretty much about with everything. And then it's got the stainless accents all over it, which I think look really nice. It has 64 millimeter flat stainless steel burrs, and the bigger the burrs, if you don't know out there, the better, because the larger the burr, the less heat is created when grinding those beans. So the bigger the burr, the better. Also, there is ceramic burrs, stainless steel burrs, flat versus conical. I'm not going to get into that too extensively, but flat burrs are very nice. This is also a low RPM motor, meaning that while it is grinding, it doesn't grind super fast, so it keeps your beans cooler and prevents any breakdown of the flavors of the beans themselves. This is just getting a look down here. You see I got some beans in there already. This is also a neat thing where you can slide this guy over here, which closes off your bean hopper, and then your bean hoppers will lift right off, and you can actually change your beans out that way. So it makes it nice if you have different beans that you want to change with or try with your grinder. One thing that I do, unless you're in a commercial setting, is that I don't fill my bean hopper up. What happens is, because your beans are going to be sitting here, they're going to be sitting out in the air, oxidizing and breaking down. So I say, if you're going to be using this for home use, put your beans in something that's airtight, and use as needed. Now, if you're in a commercial setting, they can be using a lot of beans fairly quickly. It's okay to go ahead and fill your hopper up. This fits about 1.2 pounds of beans. And you can get different size hoppers. They make 3 different hoppers for this that you can buy. And real quick, let me get something, and I can show you the consistency. Oh, one other thing I forgot to mention, this is also a stepless grinder, meaning you have infinite adjustments from fine to coarse. Now the only drawback to this is it's fairly stiff, but it's stiff for a reason, because you don't want your grind changing while you're grinding. There's another brand up there called Maycap. Now it actually has a worm drive where there's a little knob that you turn, and it very, very slowly adjusts it. So you have actually a little bit more control than you do with this one, because this adjustment ring does fit so tightly. But it still is a stepless burner, or excuse me, a stepless adjustment here. So you can really adjust it to pretty much an infinite set of adjustments here. The lid comes off here, and you can see this is the dosing chute. And you can't really see, but if you take that off, there's a little chute right behind there that actually has a little wire mesh screen. What that little wire mesh screen in there does is it helps prevent clumping. And clumping is kind of your enemy. It does tend to change the flavor of your brew. So that's nice that they put that in there to really help cut down on the clumping. I'm just going to put a paper plate under here. Nice little on-off switch, lights up green. Not real loud. Right now I have this set for my espresso machine. Everybody's espresso machine is going to be different. But the advantage to having a stepless grinder like this is you really have an infinite amount of adjustment. Now the drawback to this machine is this is a fairly expensive machine. This is close to a $900 machine. They have the Mazzer Mini, which gets up into the thousands and keeps going. But I believe that Mazzer is one of the best brands, if not the best brand, of burr grinder that you can buy for a home or commercial environment.